Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. It is main event time on NXT in your house. And it is for the NXT title as Joe Gacy challenges Bron Breakker. This is the second time. It is the second time. It's the rematch between these two. And Joe Gacy's pretty much been trying to make Bron Breakker's life a living hell. So much hell that he feels that Bron Breakker is very predictable and a hothead. So he feels Bron will do anything to get to where he needs to be. So the incentive in this match was if Bron gets disqualified, then he loses the NXT Championship. A story that that is old. This is an old story where it sets up to the point where you already know Braun's gonna retain, because you're telling me that Braun's not gonna have the mental to not lose his mind. That'd be a rookie mistake, number one. Number two, I'm telling you, the only time that's ever happened in my mind, the only time that's ever happened was when Randy Orton lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Christian by disqualification, because Orton had anger issues at the time. And, he was hearing, Orton hears his voice in his head, all that type shit. So the incentive was that Money in the Bank, if Randy Orton gets disqualified, he will lose the World Heavyweight Championship to Christian. That's how Christian became a two-time World Heavyweight Champion, by technicality. So it's like, okay, but that was the only time that's ever happened. Other times, 9 times out of 10, honestly, the person who got that stipulation on them always win by maintaining themselves. And honestly, this match was no different. Sure, Gacy got into his head multiple times, and that's gonna happen. Because again, the story is old. It's an old story of, can the champion maintain his composure and keep his title? Other than that, this match was okay. It was alright, cool. Wasn't Braun's best match. Not saying Bron wrestled a bad match, but it wasn't the greatest match he ever put on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Bron tried his best to kill Gacy. He tried his best to make sure this man is done and gone. At one point, Bron pulled out a somersault plancha from the ring to outside. No ropes needed. Pretty athletic. Bron shoulder blocks Gacy. Shoulder blocked Gacy. Gacy's on the apron. He shoulder blocked him into the announce table that broke. At this point, Bron Breakker was trying to kill Gacy. Now, before that, a druid interfered. Gacy rolled with 2 druids. Again, he thinks he's the Undertaker. Okay. He rolls with 2 druids. One of them got on the apron to distract Bron. Bron knocks him down. The other druid got a steel chair, pushes it to Gacy. I guess people thought Gacy was about to use it. Instead, he pulls out an old trick from our great friend, Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace, Latino Heat. He pulls out a playbook from Eddie, slams the chair on the mat while the ref's back is turned, slams the chair on the mat, passes it to Bron. Gacy's laid down. Bron has the chair in his hand. The ref turns around. He knows he heard the sound, but he didn't see anything. And the ref's dumbass is going to look. He's going to look at Bron and says, "I saw you do it." How? how did you see him do it? No, you heard something, but you didn't see anything. So how are you going to assume he did it because he has the chair in his hand? I don't know why this trick is so old that people just don't really sit there and go, he's faking, right? Like, you didn't hit him, right? Like nobody says that, bro. That's why it's like, God, this is just stupid, man. And then the ref was about to disqualify Bron right then and there. He was like right here. He was about to say, ring it. He was about to do that. He had his hand cocked back like this. My man was ready. A ref stopped him like, no, no, don't do it. Bron didn't do it. And he was trying to convince. Braun's like, yeah, man, I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just trying to convince the man, and it was just like, wow. Okay. All right. So later on, the same chair gets pulled into play. I think Braun Breaker hits that signature bulldog from the top rope on the Gacy, covers Gacy. Gacy kicks out. Gacy's right next to the chair, so he pulls the chair to him. Braun Breaker walks toward him, and then Gacy just puts the chair in front of him. Just slides the chair in front of him. He's like, are you going to hit me, Braun? Are you going to hit me? Braun's just looking at him stupid, like, bro, I'm not going to do that. There's no point. So I think the ref, either the ref picks up the chair or Braun gave the ref the chair. Either way, the ref got the chair. Now it's Braun. Now Braun trying to pick up Gacy. Gacy, while the referee's turned, boom, low blow. Now he rolls up Braun. Right here, I'm not going to lie to you. Right here, I thought it was over. I swear to you, I thought it was over. Excuse me. I thought it was over right there. Because that, it was like right here, bro. Roll up. 1, 2, 4, kick out. I'm like, whoa, boy. Boy. That was too close for me, bro. Way too close. So I right then and there, I'm like, I see what they're doing. They're trying they're trying to convince me. They're trying. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So, once again, the chair for the third time in this match comes into play. This time, Braun Breaker got the chair. He's about to hit Joe. I think Joe's on his knees. He's about to hit Joe with the chair. But the two druids are standing on ringside, on the apron. So Braun about to hit him. Instead, he turns his attention to one of the druids. Boom! Hits one of the druids with the chair. Last I checked, if a wrestler is it if a wrestler uses a weapon, period, doesn't matter who he hits, is it disqualification anyway? I get the feeling that's what it is, but if it's not, then okay, I guess they changed the rules on me. So he hits the druid with one of the chairs. Druids are pretty much out this match. Joe Gacy hits a what is it? A handstand backflip on the ropes. He's about to hit his finisher. That's how he finished matches. Braun turns around, sees that, boom, hits him with a spear. That was a crazy reversal. I love that sequence. So he hits him with the spear, gets him up for the military press slam, power slam. 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker retains the NXT Championship. Like I figured he would. Like anybody probably would have thought. Boom. Braun Breaker retains. Cool. Now what? You know what I'm saying? Now what? Do you have challengers? No. Not at all. Literally, probably the only person that's really next would be Tony D'Angelo. But I thought Tony D'Angelo was a face. So that's kind of like, I don't know about that. But Tony D'Angelo is probably the only one that could challenge Braun Breaker. Maybe Carmelo Hayes, but I wouldn't put Carmelo Hayes in that conversation yet. I wanted to put him in the conversation before if he lost to Cameron Grimes. We could have put him in the conversation then. But no. Now, we got to figure out who's next in line. Maybe Roderick Strong goes after. Maybe he tries to get a shot just to prove a point, which I really see happening. I really see this happen. I really see Roderick Strong trying to prove a point now that the Creed brothers won gold. I see him trying to prove a point like, oh, y'all can win gold, I can win it too. I challenge Bron Breakker for the NXT title. I just see that happening. It just seems so like oblivious at this point. Like, but only time will tell. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that was NXT in your house. Pretty much a pretty standard pay-per-view. Nothing really crazy. Nothing too wild. It was what it was. Tomorrow night is Hell in the Cell. I'm not expecting much. All I'm expecting is a great main event, which should be Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. And that's all I'm expecting. So it is what it is. But until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all love support. As always, we will be back tomorrow night. So until next time, peace, love, 100. Here.